Well, hello, Good Vibe Show fans. Welcome to the season 13 premiere of the Good Vibe Show by me, Jerry Haley, part of the Special Chronicles Network. Hope you have all have catch up on seasons 1 through 12 of the Good Vibe Show, as well as our season recaps, as well as my special, The Road to 2022 Special Olympics USA Games, which is talking about me recapping my training up to and my results from the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games in the lineup for us. So, folks, I think a lot of people have put out now that I've done seasons with themes. So I chose a very unique theme for season 13 because even though it's a very unlucky number, I chose the theme of positivity. And this positivity comes is inspired by Ted Lasso because most of the episodes will come from a leadership lesson from Ted Lasso. So the first lesson we got here is from Ted Lasso itself. Everyone should probably remember that scene by now, but it's be curious and not be judgmental. And technically, it is a quote by Ralph Everson, I believe. I forgot who was the actual author who wrote it. But Ted mentions it in the episode. But anyway, the point of be curious, not judgmental, is a very important thing. But the phrase I'm more focused on is be curious here because be curious means we're actually opening our minds to being curious about others and understanding others and developing a better understanding of folks. And I think that's what we're looking for and trying how we do better. And I think folks tend to not be curious. They tend to be way more judgmental of people. I think that's the issue with folks. And I think what our main issue was what's going on in the world currently right now is we need to be more open, be more curious about things. I think how we look at things. And I think we have to be more curious to understand ourselves, but also others, because that's the issue we're dealing with. Like we're super convoluted in who we are and what we do. I think we don't take the opportunity to be curious towards others, but also take the opportunity to understand each other and such and build that curiosity and be fun with one another. I think that's what we have to understand is the whole point of the Be Curious, not judgmental is from that episode of Ted Lasso. I know I'm going to be talking about throughout this whole season certain things, but thinking about is we cannot be judgmental of everything in our lives. If we are, we're very close-minded and we need to be more curious to fix those problems because one, curiosity drives innovation. I think some people think judgment, being judgmental drives it as well. Yes, but it does not give it a very good result. I think that's the issue we're looking at is that there's not enough curiosity innovation versus judgmental innovation. And I think, well, both technically do have to happen. The reality is the be curious one is far more powerful because it allows you to actually figure out a solution to something because that's how many great inventions are made. And thinking of it, how much we are very curious creatures ourselves. As obviously the saying is, curiosity kills the cat. Not that's a literal state, not a literal statement. But the thing is, our curiosity makes us who we are. It makes us better humans, and I think that's what we need to remind ourselves in this time of difficulty for everyone is that we need to be more curious to do things, and that's what our main issue is dealing with. And I think some people don't take that opportunity to appreciate that much. And I think folks don't really take that opportunity to be curious. And I think I want to challenge everyone, all my listeners, be curious and actually not judge somebody. Be curious to actually learn something about someone new and be curious all the time. And folks, I think we all should be curious. And folks, obviously this is replacing all the positive, supportive, uplifting, and appreciation vibes, but this is actually a very good season. We're going to talk about all this stuff. And this is just the first of many positivity things we're talking about. So remember, folks, be curious. So here's our great sponsor from our sponsor, the Special Chronicles there. The Give Vibe Show is proudly featured on the Special Chronicles there. This is specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast, The Good Vibe Show by me, Jerry Holly. If you love the Good Vibe, the Good Vibe Show, excuse me, folks, then you love the other podcast on the Special Chronicles there. This is specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast on the Special Chronicles there too, so we continue our mission of giving respect and advice to people with special talents and abilities. Visit specialchronicles.com/give to make it get today, folks. So remember, folks, also remember to follow the Good Vibes Show on Instagram at Good Vibes by JH. You can also follow it on Facebook, facebook.com/Good Vibes by JH. That's also you can follow it on YouTube if you want to watch the video reactions of me doing things. Also subscribe to the Good Vibes Show on by me, Jerry Holly. on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm over 1,000 listens. I think that's a pretty big positive moment in itself. I just want to thank you all for all that. And it's kind of unique how we look at things this way. And I think, folks, there's going to be a lot of everyone's listening to this word two brief things while I was adjusting my glasses. So just remember, folks, that's just happens in when you're doing podcasts. I know it's not intentional, but it's all good. But folks, also remember to check out my Redbubble shop. Look up my artist name, Jerry M. Holy. You can find over 100 designs to help me support the show and also help me do make the show even better. So, folks, I just want to thank you all again for tuning in for the season 13 premiere, and I hope to see you all again for episode 2, folks. But until then, have a great week, folks. And until then, peace out, boop, blah, and have a great time, folks. And I'll see you next week for episode 2. And remember, people, stay positive. Bye, everyone.